Hey guys, welcome to indirectknowledge.com. Um, so, been doing quite a few readings here tonight, and it's been a lot of fun. Right now, wow, it's like 3:16 in the morning. Goodness. But I'm doing a very special tarot reading tonight, and this is a brand new live stream just going live, and this is for the sake of privacy. I'm just going to use initials here because these are two different names that you don't hear every day, and I don't want people to hunt them down or try to bother them or do whatever or anything like that. So to protect privacy, we're just going to use initials here. And so the reading is for S, and it is in regards to this person. We'll just call this person O, because that's the first letter of their name. So S, let me just see. I don't want to overstate here, so give me just 1 second here to make sure I really understand the question here. So S is in we'll just put it as sort of a kind of her current connection. But this person O is not really giving her the emotional stability that she's looking for. And because he's not giving her the emotional stability, it's making her feel insecure. And so the question basically is kind of around this, keeping this in mind. Just wants to kind of get a reading, a general reading kind of around this new connection. Kind of more or less wants to know, like, maybe, what is his next actions towards her going to be, and that kind of thing. She does like him a lot. She does want things to work out. But it also is going to depend a lot on the efforts that he makes as well. So let's see what we can do to help her. Cut the cards here. I've been shuffling the spots up of these, but oh wow, I did a force. Wow, put those there. All right, so the way this works is we're going to do past, present, future. We'll look at the answer. We'll look at the energy around the current situation. We'll look at kind of where your energy is around the current situation. And then we'll look at the outcome. So let's continue. So in terms of the past is about change. We have the 5 of Wands. 5 in numerology is about change. Wands, about creative energy, creative action. This is, you notice here you have all these different people kind of fighting each other with these wands and kind of battling out or duking it out. If you look at them, they all have different clothes on. They're all different people. They're not taking sides. They're just all kind of, in this situation themselves. All of them are finding themselves sort of in that situation. This is about competition. The thing about competition is it makes us work harder, right? It's sort of like a situation where we tend to. It also teaches us to take notes. Competition teaches us to take notes, teaches us to learn from the best. So we start to emulate people that know a lot more than we do, people that we respect, people that are, the thought leaders or the authority figures, those kind of things. And we do that so that we can become a better version of ourselves. And that's what the past was about. In the current situation, we have the Page of Cups. So this is a message about relationships. Pages are messengers. They bring messages. And it's a message that's an emotional and it's one of potential. So this is, it's about potentiality. It's about things that could happen. But cups are about emotions. They're about relationships. So things that could happen with the relationship. It's about intuitive messages that we receive. So right now you're picking up some things. It's creating emotional responses within you. And that's the kind of things you're picking up on. And it's making you feel something. In the future, this is a good card. I was just trying to be serious there, but I can't help it. It's just a really good card for you. Look at that, the 10 of relationships, the 10 of cups. It's all about family. It's all about, victory, joy, happiness, everything. And that's where you're headed. So congratulations on that. I'm really excited for you. It's about satisfaction and joy. It's really about personal attainment too. It's about getting what you want. It's fulfillment of love in a relationship with another person. That's really what it's about, truthfully. That's what the card says. Okay. So you want to know your answer card? I can't even be serious with this one. All right. So we have the Sun. Check that out. Best card in the deck. In my opinion, it's one of the best cards. I don't know. They all have a good lesson to learn here and there. Even the Sun does. Teach us something. You see that child on the pony just having a good old time. It's all about, like, you don't have to take things too seriously. Things are good. Bright and sunny. Really good energy. That's the answer, is just to be bright and sunny and have good energy. If only life could be that simple all the time. All right, so let's continue here for you. What's the energy around the Page of Cups? Well, it's the King of Swords. This is a no-nonsense king here. This is about the king that's all about the facts, black and white. State the facts, nothing but the facts, so help me, God. So anyway, you have this king here, and swords are about mental. It's about mental authority, and that's what's going on here. Having mental authority around this message of potentiality with a partnership, a relationship. Makes sense. That's kind of like what the situation is all about. Oh my goodness. You want to know where your energy is, or what your outcome is, or not outcome, but what you would like to have as your outcome in different things, what you're really wanting, and kind of where you're at with everything? Check that card out. Another great card. This is the Wish card. Wish is fulfilled. It's a really positive, good omen for you. Well, I really like this reading. You got the proverbial hand there. You got the cup overfloweth, so to speak, the metaphor for that. You have the dove. That's about spirituality and just, positive things, Let's look at your outcome. Oh, geez. Do you think it's a bad card? No, there are no bad cards. I mean, there's just lessons that we learn, right? You want to know what it is? It's your outcome. Mental strength is what this card is all about. This is the card itself. It's called Strength, but you notice what's going on here? You have the angel there pacifying the lion. This woman here is not afraid of the wild beast, this lion. I mean, she doesn't look at it any differently than anything else, She's strong mentally, and for that reason, she's able to tame the wild beast inside of this, what would be a frightening animal to come into face to face or even next to you. So that's that. So now let's evaluate here for just a moment. So the answer to having strength is a positive personality. That's the Sun. And so just staying positive, If you can keep a positive attitude, keep that smile on your face, everything is going to be great for you. So let's go back to the question at hand, and then we'll make sense of everything for you. So the question at hand was just to reiterate here. It's this new connection that you have with this person O. You like him a lot. You want things to work out, but it depends on the efforts that he will be making as well, right? I don't want to say this is the one, but if the shoe fits, let's wear it. I think that's a good way of putting it. So I'm really happy. I got a good feeling for you on this relationship. I'm really picking up a strong, positive energy with you. You got to have a little bit of strength. That's your outcome. It's going to teach you to have a little bit of strength. It's not easy mentally being in relationships with people because, we have the tendency to overthink things sometimes, but you're not going to really have to do that too much here. It's just, you just have to kind of be mentally strong, keep yourself mentally healthy, mentally strong, get plenty of rest, eat healthy food, good food. If you feel stressed or anything like that, take a little walk, or do a little meditation or, something that's going to give you some peace, some peace of mind. And that's having that strength. That's going to help with the strength that this card is talking about. Give you the strength to be able to handle whatever comes your way. You have the sun, which is really positive. That's this relationship. It's a really positive relationship. You and him are going to be doing some, like I say, I don't want to say he's the one, but if the shoe fits, let's wear it for a while anyway. So I think you're going to have a pretty remarkable experience with this relationship. And I think, honestly, O is going to impress you more than you think. That's what I'm feeling. I think that whatever expectations or lack thereof that you're kind of having or hesitations, don't worry about it. You needn't worry about it at all. Yep. This here is really positive for you. My dear, I hope, I would love to expound more on this or give you even more value, but the reality is that I can't really give a better reading than this. You have everything. You've got the wish card. You can get whatever you want. You'll have it. So whatever you want from this relationship is the outcome that you'll be getting. You have to just have strength, mental strength. It's like I said, the advice I give you is pretty sound advice. Just relax, go with the flow. Don't read too much into things. Don't let things bother you. Yeah, things are going to be good. And then again, here's the last thing that I would say, though. This is something that I want you to think about. When it comes to love and relationships, I'm a monk. People would say, well, what does he know? He's just a monk. But when it comes to relationships, I've been doing this for quite a while. So I've learned a few things, spiritual things and this, that, and the other. One of the things I would share with you, if you're open to it, and this is only if you're open to it, but I'll share it anyway. Not everybody has their own ideas and opinions, background, spiritual things and all that. But what I would tell you is this: when it comes to love's really about serving others without the expectation of anything in return. If you go and do something for someone out of love, that's an act of God. That's something that you're doing. It makes you feel good to do it. You're doing it from the heart. And anything done from the heart is really done for God or for your spiritual well-being and those kind of things. It doesn't matter what your religion or your spiritual beliefs are or any of that. It's about being selfless, doing the right thing, doing good things, not for any other reason, but because you want to do them and it makes you feel good and it warms your heart to do them. So here's the thing. When you have a relationship with someone and they don't seem to be having the same kind of reciprocation, maybe they're more taking and you're more giving, and they just don't seem to be reciprocating your emotions, or they're not as much into the relationship as what you are. Here's what I want you to kind of try on for size, Maybe you do this as like a little experiment. If you start to serve that person, do it in a genuine way. Don't be just hypey about it or just doing it to get something, but you do it just from the heart without the expectation of anything in return, I think what you'll find is that your energy will transfer over to that person's energy, and that person will actually start to reciprocate. It might not happen right away. It might take a long time. It might take years. I don't know. But I will tell you this, at some point down the line, that person will know love the same way that you know love. And that person will serve you just like you're serving them. And then there will become a balance, and things will become about reciprocity, doing and taking and doing. But it's never about that. It's only 100% doing things from the heart because you want to do them and that. So that's pretty much it. If you try that, like I know like in your question, you said something like, I do like him a lot and I want things to work, but it also depends on the effort he will be making. You see, sort of a red flag for me when it comes to the love department. Let's change it around. Like anytime you have the word but in a sentence, what ends up happening is what follows the but is the most important thing, or the things that is remembered. So let's convert that sentence differently, okay? Let's change it up a bit. Let's reverse it. But is about subtraction. So we're subtracting what comes before but in terms of the back. If we switch it around, it's like this. It depends on the efforts he will be making, but I do like him a lot, and I want things to work out. Do you see the difference in energy or the shift there? See, before we were saying, I like him a lot, I want things to work out, but it depends on the efforts he will be making. What comes before the but is forgotten. Okay, so what's really that's telling me is that what's in your mind is that, I want things to work out, but if, it depends on the effort that he's going to be making in order for, this to work out or not. If you switch that up and you say, it depends on kind of his efforts, but Chandra, I do like him a lot, and I do want things to work out. See, that has a different flavor, doesn't it? You're telling yourself, you're telling, that higher part of yourself, you're saying, I want things to work out. It's not about what he does or what he doesn't do. I mean, you would like for him to reciprocate or to be the person that you want him to be. But what if that's not the case for him? Maybe he's a different person. Maybe he has a different nature. We all have different natures, right? So instead of thinking like that, let's just kind of shift to what you said in the first part of that sentence. That's the thing that let's make that the remembered part, the thing that stays with us up here. That'll help our mindset. I do like him a lot, and I want things to work out. There you go. That's enough. You don't have to worry about him and what he does or doesn't do. Doesn't matter. It comes from the heart. It comes from the heart. Whatever you want, you're going to get. You got the cards. So that's great. I think, but here's the thing. Get out of the way of it, and it'll happen for you. The cards, they're there. I'm picking that up intuitively. I have really, really good feeling for you with this reading and this relationship, and I think things are going to work out really well for you. So that's my take on it. So I hope that helps you. If you have any questions, as your tarot coach, yes, I'm always here for you. Always. So please never hesitate to reach out to me in that. I'm sorry I didn't get your email earlier. We had to do a vow of silence and everything. I say had to, but we chose to do a vow of silence. And so for a day, I wasn't even in front of my computer and stuff. So I got things had a ton of emails come in and different things. So I did finally find your email and everything. And so thank you so much for that. And I hope that this has been a really good experience for you. And again, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Like the video if you like the video. This goes for everyone watching, by the way. And then, of course, if you want anyone watching and stuff like that, if you guys would like a tarot reading or whatever, or if you just like to help the monks out here, we're monks, and we're Siddhaks, so we spiritual aspirants and mostly doing things for nice reasons like that. But we do a lot of service work in different things. And so for our basic maintenance, we rely on donations and the support of other people. That's just what it is. We just pretty much live a spiritual life and do a life of service. So that's where we're at. If you'd like to help donation-wise, you can always go to helpbydonating.com. The website is www.helpbydonating.com, helpbydonating.com. You can give whatever is in your heart. If there's nothing in your heart to give, don't give anything. If you can't afford to give, don't worry about it. I mean, God will always take care for us. So it's just, whatever is in your heart. So we don't want anybody to feel any resentment or any kind of, if it's not in the heart, we don't even want it. So just keep it. But anyways, besides that, if anyone would like a tarot reading or whatever, please reach out to me. You can do so via email. I'll have my email in the description of this video if you're watching the video for the first time. If you've never watched any other channels here, any videos on this channel, and this is your first time watching, welcome to indirectknowledge.com. On some of the videos, I share my story a little bit with you guys. In the last video that I did just prior to this one here tonight, it's rather a longer video. And so I did kind of get into some of the details of, how my life has progressed in different things and, how I became psychic and all these kind of things, that whole first story of being a child and all that. You're welcome to go check out those videos as well. And of course, please subscribe to the channel. It's always nice to have more subscribers. If you want, hit the bell icon. You can get notifications every time we come on and do these live streams and participate. If you have questions or something like that you'd like to get answers to, we can do tarot readings sometimes, via the chat and that kind of thing. So guys, it's getting really, really late. I have a lot of things I have to do tomorrow, so I'm going to probably be pretty busy most of the day. But if anybody reaches out or you want a tarot reading and stuff, probably tomorrow night, later in the evening, I may be available. I haven't looked at the calendar of things that we have to do or the service things that we have to do. I don't know what's going on. I'll know more tomorrow. Well, it is tomorrow, but I'll know more later today. But time to get a couple hours sleep and then get up and start all over again. So guys, thanks for tuning in. Welcome to the channel. And I'll see you on the next episode of Indirect Knowledge.